Jazz It Up. Lady Ellen, Maid of Stone are not all that far away, and the same for Interbank. And then comes Spirit of America hustling through on the inside. Monsoon Maid is going with it, and a length and a quarter further back is the favourite Night Frolic, followed closely by Margot Bell, and in that pack of horses too is Early Bird. Miss Tiffany over on the inside and getting out of its ground now as they sort themselves out, St. Georgina, and the same for Dreaming On at about 2 lengths to Asia. They race along in the direction of the 800, and Harpy gets across onto the rails to lead Monsoon Maid a length and a half. Interbank third, Flash Trash is fourth, and fifth is Lady L, followed closely by Jazz It Up, and then comes Maid of Stone, and further back is Victoria, followed on the inside by Spirit of America, a little more than a length's gap to Dreaming On, and then Night Frolic hard ridden. Margot Bell is next from St. Georgina, and a good margin Miss Tiffany Asia, and Early Bird has dropped out to last. Onto the corner they travel, and Harpy about 2 horses off the rails, the leader, 3/4 Interbank. Monsoon Maid getting right up on the fence, followed by Spirit of America, and then Lady L, and a gap to Maid of Stone and Flash Trash down to the 200, and Harpy kicked away more than a length on Interbank, followed by Monsoon Maid, and then Flash Trash and Lady L, but Harpy's doing it well and is in no danger of defeat, and Harpy wins it well from Interbank. Oh, good go for third, and Asia's right there with, on the inside, battling on Victoria in company with Monsoon Maid. Wider out was St. Georgina with Dreaming On, Flash Trash, Spirit of America, Lady L. Further away then came, about 2 lengths back, Early Bird, Maid of Stone, Margot Bell, Miss Tiffany. Night Frolic didn't do much today, and Jazz It Up was absolute.
On the Super Tab there for race number 1 on the program in Sydney, number 6 Harpy the winner, and Harpy to return 6.30 and 2.40. 8 Interbank, $5.80. Those for third at 12 Asia at 6.50, or number 11 Victoria at 6.20.
Won it nicely. Standing by for the placings and the first of the day. They'll be coming up at any tick of the clock. On the New South Wales win totes, $6.50 and $2.30. The interesting battle will be for third. A wall of horses going across, and Asia was coming home well, is one of them there, and will probably get third. In fact, has 6, 8 and 12 are official. Harpy, Rodney Quinn first at $6.50 and $2.30 on the New South Wales tote. Number 8 is second, that is Interbank, ridden by Lane Maloney, has paid $7.70. Number 12, Asia, ridden by Brad Stewart, third, has paid $5.50. The exotics, the Quinella, $92.60, Exacta $114.10, the trifecta $2,300.70. The winner by Night Shift from Unashamed, owned by the Woodland Stud Syndicate, trained here by John Hawkes and ridden by Rodney Quinn, and has clocked 123.54. 123.54, that's a good gallop. The class record was established back in '87 in May by Constant Star at 127.3, and this filly's run 123.54. We'll have margins and a breakdown of the time in just a moment. She was too good. Night Frolic the flop. Here at Totes
They're off and running, and caught them in a good line too. Palisant went back after the start, and Bell singing Like a Trojan out towards the middle with Millamai and Stacey Jones. They all got away quickly. Preludes is up nice and handy as they flew over the first, and Bell Sing took it up now from Like a Trojan. Preludes further out, Millamai didn't handle it well, came out on top of Stacey Jones and flying along. Then Uncle Like, further back is Uracino, a gap then to build him. Further back Mr. Lightfoot, and last of all is Palisant. They've gone over 2, and Bell Sing, and that familiar roll heads down the back on the first round. Got out about 4 lengths in front from Like a Trojan. Millamai's gone up on the outside third, about 3 or 4 Stacey Jones as they jump the next. They're followed by Prelude's fifth. Uracino's tipped the rider off. Uracino's dumped the rider. Just behind Prelude's flying along on the outside of Uncle Ike, about 4 lengths to build him. Then came Mr. Lightfoot, and last of all is Palisant, a good 18 to 20 lengths off the lead. Bell Sing's got them off the bridle, coming down to the double on the school side the first round. Took off early, got away with it. Landed about 8 or 9 in front now from Like a Trojan, 2 to Millamai. 2 further back, Stacey Jones. Preludes on the inside, a length and a half flying along as they go to the next. Over on the inside of flying along the grey as Uncle Ike. 2 then to Mr. Lightfoot around built him. The riderless horse back on the inside, and Palisant last of all. Just over 2,000 metres to go, coming up around the top turn. And Bell Sing, he did a similar thing out at Flemington, and he turns for home with over a circuit to go. A good 7 to 8 in front from Like a Trojan second, a length into Millamai. Two further back, Preludes, who's running fourth. Outside at Stacey Jones as they jump the one in front of the stands. He clipped at this leader, and Millamai didn't jump it too well either. A lap to go. Down to the judge now, and the leader is Bell Singh. He's a free goer. He's out about 7 or 8 in front of Like a Trojan, 1 Millamai. Prelude's getting a nice runner, half away fourth. A length further back, Stacey Jones. 3/4 the inside is Uncle Ike. 3/4 end of Flying Along. 2 to Mr. Lightfoot and Built Him, and 2 last of all is Palisant. Heading down the side again, back after going a circuit, Belsing back to about 3.5 in front. From Like a Trojan and Millamai, and Prelude's getting a good run fourth. He's right on the hammer over on the inside. A length further back, Stacey Jones. Back in the middle is Uncle Ike. Again, Millamai ran that flight down badly. Belsing carted them over that, a length and a half to 2 in front. From Like a Trojan, Millamai, and Prelude saves the ground up on the inside. Then Flying Along, moving up outside, Stacey Jones. The inside, Uncle Ike from Mr. Lightfoot. Built Him, a length and a half, Palisant is only about 8 or 9 off them as they turn to the back. Belsing given a bit of a breather. He's about 2.5 in front from Preludes, who got up on the inside with Millamai. A length and a half further back, then Flying Along. They're followed further back by Stacey Jones. Uncle Ike the inside, Like a Trojan back fourth. Over that one at the 950 metre mark, Belsing again 2.5 to 3 in front. From second, Preludes, a length into Uncle Ike third. Millamai outside it, 2 to Stacey Jones. Palisant pulled to the outside, 5 lengths off them, making some ground from Built Him. Going forward now around Mr. Lightfoot. Like a Trojan's dropped right out. 3 flights out now, 700 out. Belsing took off early again, got away with it. 2 or 3 in front from Preludes. He's throwing everything in it. Then Millamai, Mr. Lightfoot running on. Further back, Built Him and Stacey Jones back to the inside. Over that one from Palisant. Belsing after jumping the second last, a length and a half to on the outside, Mr. Lightfoot, who's gone to him quickly. A length into Preludes, Built Him, followed by Stacey Jones. Mr. Lightfoot's hit the front, coming up to the turn, and moved 2.5 in front from Belsing, struggling. Then Prelude, Stacey Jones, Built Him, and a gap in the race for the back, Millamai. Mr. Lightfoot, the leader, coming down towards the last flight. He's 2.5 to 3 in front from Preludes. Mr. Lightfoot over it safely. Built Him on the outside, running on. Then Preludes, but Mr. Lightfoot in front near the line, and Mr. Lightfoot 2 lengths. Second, Built Him, 3/4 Preludes third. Stacey Jones fourth, a gap then to Belsing. Then Millamai didn't jump too well. Palisant didn't finish off. Further back then came Uncle Ike, followed by Flying Along. And Like a Trojan eased out of the race, just cantering down to the line. Uracino tipping the rider off early.
Number 10, Mr. Lightfoot, $47.10 for the win. 8 even the place. 8 Built Him, $3.30. 2 Preludes, $1.80.
And on Super Tab 10, Mr. Lightfoot to return on the Super Tab. So his figures come up onto the screen now. Race number 1 there at Moonee Valley. 10, Mr. Lightfoot at $50.70 and $9.
Number 6, Speed 8 into Bank and 12 Asia. They're off. He jumped reasonably well, Steel City. In fact, he's up running second as they settle down, with Hellenic Prince leading him about a half length or so, but he's keen to go, Steel City. But Hellenic Prince will hold him out and lead him 3/4 of a length settling. Third is Wiley. Nickelodeon fourth, followed by Intrepid Boy, Placid Cake, and 3 lengths to Pannonia Prince. It's Hellenic Prince leading, and as they travel in the direction of the 800, has a break of a half length on the heavily supported Steel City, who's being tagged by Nickelodeon, who has Wiley on his inside. Back in 5th posse at the moment, Intrepid Boy. Placid Cake is second last, and 5 or 6 lengths Pannonia Prince. 500 left to go, and Steel City's fired up. He takes the lead, a half length on Hellenic Prince, a length to Wiley, parked on the inside of Nickelodeon, 2 Intrepid Boy, about 3 lengths to Placid Cake, and forget about Pannonia Prince as they wheel for home. And Steel City straightens up a half length in front of the other Newcastle galloper, Hellenic Prince, who's coming back at him though very quickly, and then Wiley into the clear from Nickelodeon. Hellenic Prince and Steel City, they've got the race between them. Hellenic Prince a nose in front of Steel City, who's resisting solidly. Hellenic Prince just in front, and Hellenic Prince will win the money. Hellenic Prince narrowly from Steel City. Photo for third, Wiley and Nickelodeon, followed by Intrepid Boy, Placid Cake, and tailed off was Pannonia Prince.
2 Hellenic Prince Super Tab, $3 the win. $3.80 in fact for the win, and $1.90 the place. 1 Steel City, $2.10. It is a photo for third. There'll be no third dividend.
Back solidly, Huey Bowman had a little in reserve, and with the 3 kilos pulling the weights that Hellenic Prince had over Steel City, it's just been enough to get Hellenic Prince home. And in doing so, $4.10 and $2.10. Steel City number 1, $1.80, and the third number will be coming up in just a moment. The judge will have a look at his computerised image for third. The winner by snippets from Luzerne, trained by Max Lees for himself and Nick Moratis, written by Hugh Bowman, and has run the 1200 in 1:10.66.
Moving up Mowbray.
And a look at the computer image for race 2. We'll be back. I'll just give you the exotics.
Out to the tail, Spring Warrior bounced quickly. La Cucaracha executive class showing good speed. Tail, Spring Warrior bounced quickly. La Cucaracha executive class showing good speed, and so's Prince Keith on the outside, and Influent is starting to push forward, trying to sort them out, and Esperani's just not far off them when they settle into stride. Going up here, it's Influent and La Cucaracha now from Exotic Dreams keeping the rail. A length Spring Warrior sparring partner, executive class deep. Prince Key off the track, Esperani back in the middle. One to run from centre, Pete, and last of all is Dashing Bow. Coming down the side, Influent off the fence. Exotic Dreams the inside, La Cucaracha 3 out. Executive class 4 out, then sparring partner deep around Spring Warrior. Esperani cluttered up the fence, a half, then centre Pete. 2 or 3 then to run, a half Prince Key, and 3 last of all Dashing Bow. Before the turn, it's Influent on the outside of Exotic Dreams. La Cucaracha under pressure, centre Pete deep around executive class. Spring Warrior just behind those from Esperani. Coming to the turn, and Prince Key back third last. On the corner, Influent, Exotic Dreams. Spring Warrior trying to push through. Senate Pete has picked them up. Senate Pete out deep has now picked them up and raced to the front. Getting out late, Spring Warrior followed by Influent. Senate Pete sprints away in his home, and Senate Pete's going to win 4 or 5 on the run to the line. Bolts in about 3.5 to 4. Spring Warrior second, 1 to Influent third. A gap then to Rum, who pulled good ground from Prince Key. Then Exotic Dreams, followed by the inside Esperani, a gap sparring partner. Well, Cucaracha in the last couple, executive class and Dashing Bow.
3 Senate Pete, 7 even, 240. 4 Spring Warrior, 240. 5 Influent, $2 even.
Now we have the Newcastle...
Okay, well, we don't need those. We take a look at race number 2 at Moonee Valley. Number 3, Senate Pete, the return of $7.50 and $2.50. 4 Spring Warrior, $2.30, and 5 Influent, $2.20. 3-4-5 over the line, race 2 at Moonee Valley today. Gold Coast, those selections for the next race, number 2, are 8 from 4 and 14, with 4 Spot On Boy, the late male for the event. This is Triple S.
Become a member of the exciting ACT Racing.
They're off this time. Fiery Angel from a wideish alley jumped as well as anything. Life's a Rainbow was away well with Nepean Lass. Also showing plenty of speed is Bodacious Lady as they settle fully into stride, and not far back is Intelligent looking for the lead. A length the Sioux Seeker making up ground through on the inside, followed closely then by Steffi's Mate. Marty's Magic is in that group of horses too as they settle, and the same for Whitfield Avenue. Selensky, Nepean Lass drifting back a little, and then Green Diamond followed by Sand Runner. Vast is getting out of its ground, and the same can be said for Come On Grace over on the inside, and on her outside at this point is She's Neat as they pass the 800, where here it's Intelligent pulling away to the lead from Fiery Angel. Life's a Rainbow third, Marty's Magic fourth, then Sioux Seeker followed by Whitfield Avenue, a length the Steffi's Mate, and then Green Diamond, and further back in the field is Nepean Lass. Bodacious Lady's lost her posse, then Selensky and Sand Runner. After a length to Come On Grace, She's Neat, and Vast is Stone Motherless last. Around about a dozen lengths would cover the field as they wheel for home, and the favourite Intelligent making play. She's more than a length in front from Sioux Seeker, followed by Fiery Angel, Marty's Magic, and Nepean Lass down the outside, and then Green Diamond and Whitfield Avenue. Past the 200, Intelligent in front. Nepean Lass is coming down under the arches, and Whitfield Avenue putting in a big sprint now, and so too Vast. Whitfield Avenue and Vast, I think, a nostril to Whitfield Avenue, very close. Third is probably Nepean Lass, although Green Diamond's not far back, and then Bodacious Lady. At the head of the others then came Marty's Magic, Intelligent stopped from She's Neat, Steffi's Mate, Sand Runner, Selensky, Life's a Rainbow. Further back then was Fiery Angel, Sioux Seeker, and Come On Grace finished near the tail of the field. Photo call for. By gee, Vast has come home very, very quickly on the outside here. And she and Whitfield Avenue are the two on the photo finish. Whitfield Avenue got past Intelligent, and then Vast in a head-bobbing finish came very, very quickly. And as the line has been reached, oh boy, she's close. From here, Vast had the momentum up, and I thought might have got the bob in, but if you're on Whitfield Avenue, you're there with a huge chance, believe you me.
Close go there between number 14, Vast, and Vast to return on the Super Tab, 710-250, or number 5, Whitfield Avenue, 670-240. Those mentioned for third, 7 to P and Lass at 290, or number 10, which is Green Diamond, 790.
Very, very tight finish, continuing this incredible run of finishes that has been experienced in Sydney in recent weeks. There's the number. Number 5 has lasted to win at Whitfield Avenue. Number 5 has lasted to win it, and that is Whitfield Avenue by a slender margin at $7 and $2.40. Number 14, Vast, has run second, and the dividend is $2.50. And the third number home is number 7, and that is Nepean Lass, and she has returned $2.90. Whitfield Avenue by Hula Chief from Briosa, trained by Ethne Petoskey for Mr. Bob Polly and Ethne Petoskey. A bay mare 5, Grant Buckley in the saddle, and has run 123.3. The
go back, and they're on their way. And leading Bounty down on the inside, and Gilligan left the machine well with Flash on the outside, and further out Mr. Hyde pushed forward early. Further out is Burrowy Lord. Yo-Yo Joe jumped it a little sluggishly and dropped well back and back about third last, but out wide as Maybe Rough as they go over the second on the first round now. And Burrowy Lord, nice and fresh today, has moved up on the outside of Flash. 2 lengths further back, Radiant Orchid pops over on the fence third. 3 to leading Bounty and Mr. Hyde, and then Maybe Rough just scouting a little deep around the outside of Just Dynamite. Gilligan on the fence, and the last 2, Yo-Yo Joe and Bush Star. The double along the back on the first round, and here the leader, Flash, just pecked at it a little, but got away with it. About 3/4 to Burrowy Lord, coming up towards the second one. Burrowy Lord jumped it well and has gone up to Flash, and they're about 3 or 4 in front of Radiant Orchid. 3 further back, then Maybe Rough got up fourth on the outside of leading Bounty, 2 to Mr. Hyde. 1 then Yo-Yo Joe from Gilligan, followed by Just Dynamite, and last of all in the race is Bush Star. The double on the school side on the first round, Flash in front, Burrowy Lord up on his outside, 3/4 away, about 4 lengths to Radiant Orchid. 2 then to Maybe Rough, followed by Yo-Yo Joe, who's gone up outside Mr. Hyde. Leading Bounty back on the fence as they approach the next one, the second of the double. On the first round, Flash got over it. 3/4 to Burrowy Lord. Yo-Yo Joe hit it back in the field and coming through the gap. Onto the course proper, about 2,100 out, and Flash in front. 2.5 in front of Burrowy Lord, is now settled better second. A length further back, Radiant Orchid and Maybe Rough, and then Yo-Yo Joe a little wide around Mr. Hyde, followed by leading Bounty the inside from Just Dynamite, Bush Star and Gilligan. Here's the fence in front of the stands here, and Flash comes down to it. Jumped it well, about 3 or 4 to Burrowy Lord. 2 further back, Maybe Rough has quickly gone up third. Radiant Orchid fourth the fence. 2 to Yo-Yo Joe leading Bounty with a lap to go from Mr. Hyde. Bush Star a little deep from Just Dynamite, and Gilligan back on the rail. Going out of the straight, 1,700 metres to go. They've almost gone a circuit. Back from where they've started, and the leader is Flash. 2 lengths in front of Radiant Orchid and Burrowy Lord the outside. Maybe Rough 3 out, and Mr. Hyde further out on the track as they get a sight at their fences down at the 1,500. Then leading Bounty behind those from Bush Star, Yo-Yo Joe, Gilligan, Just Dynamite. They fan across the track and jump the first of 2, and over that one it's Flash about a half, Burrowy Lord. Then Maybe Rough out in the middle, and leading Bounty wet back to the inside as they complete that double. 2 or 3 further back, Bush Star, the inside Gilligan from Mr. Hyde, Yo-Yo Joe, the inside Radiant Orchid, Just Dynamite last of all. The jumping's been pretty good as they go to the back now. 5 fences out, about 1,100 out, and the leader Flash. A half to Burrowy Lord, running a bowl race, first start for nearly 2 years. He's outside the leader. 2 or 3 to leading Bounty, saved ground on the inside of Maybe Rough as they fly that double. Leading Bounty got into it, and Burrowy Lord put in a great leap. Here's the second one coming up. He jumped it well again, Burrowy Lord. 3/4 Flash the inside, 2 to Maybe Rough. He's nice and handy. 3 further back, Bush Star running on to fourth. Then leading Bounty, followed by Gilligan, a gap to Yo-Yo Joe, and then Just Dynamite. Maybe Rough going up to have a crack at Burrowy Lord, and Flash is right there on the rail. 3 fences out. Here they come to the third last. Over it they go. Great jump by the trio up in front. Maybe Rough, Burrowy Lord and Flash the inside. 2.5 Bush Star. 4 leading Bounty, and further back Gilligan. 2 fences out, and the favourite hits the lead now. Maybe Rough comes to the second last. Jumped it magnificently. 2.5 in front of Flash. 3/4 then Burrowy Lord. 2 further back, Bush Star through the gap from Gilligan and leading Bounty, but Maybe Rough, the Heskins winner of 98, sprints away 3 lengths in front of Flash. Then Burrowy Lord and Bush Star, 1 fence to get over. Last of 14, and Maybe Rough, he's got a commanding break. He'll sight the last fence now. He's 4 or 5 to Flash and Bush Star, Burrowy Lord. Maybe Rough comes to it. Got over it safely. He's 3 in front of Flash, who dipped from Bush Star, and on the outside, Burrowy Lord, but Maybe Rough. Too good. He wins the chase about 4 lengths. Flash second, 2 away, third, Bush Star. Fourth, Burrowy Lord, a terrific return to racing. A gap to leading Bounty from Just Dynamite.
Racing, Count the Dreams away quickly, showing good pace. Also, Barina Galuna. Count the Dreams and Barina Gloria rather going hammer and tongs up to third. Kaiman Maggie, followed by Fruit Judy. Well back, Darcy Bustle and White Tip. Turning for home, however, and Count the Dreams shot clear. It's all over within a twinkling, and Count the Dreams scores in the first. Kaiman Maggie's run second. Ahead away third, Fruit Judy. Then came White Tip, Barina Galuna, and Darcy Bustle was back at the tail. Count the Dreams will be the winner of the first.
More from Kel in a moment. 3 Maybe Rough Melbourne, 4.10, 190. 8 Flash, 2 even. 9 Bush Star, $2.70.
They're off this time. Came away in a pretty good line too, and actually who is going to lead? Sanjani and Potajan booting up on the inside of Celestial Choir, and not that far away is the favourite Captain Regent with Fianor and Old Man Sam. Then Blazing Flight, Bulzaffer, followed on the inside by Donald, and close up on his outside Raffler. They race down to approach the 800 marker, and here it's Potajan just shading Celestial Choir, a length and a half to Fianor, followed by Sanjani, Old Man Sam, Captain Regent, and then comes Blazing Flight trapped on a limb. Bulzaffer the inside, second last Raffler, the grey-coloured horse, and 3/4 to Donald on the fence. Down past the 450. Potajana half Celestial Choir, a length of Fianor, Old Man Sam, Deep Sanjani the fence. Then the favourite Captain Regent over Blazing Flight. Bulzaffer locked away from Raffler and Donald. Homeward bound and straightening up now. Potajan in front, about a half length. Celestial Choir going to it and heading him off. Sanjani after Celestial Choir, and 2 lengths further back is Raffler, but Celestial Choir given full rein now by Brian York. He races away the toppy. First up from a length, he spells Celestial Choir, too good for Sanjani. Raffler third, I'd say, from Captain Regent, and then on the inside, Potajan with Donald and Blazing Flight, Old Man Sam. Second last, Bulzaffer and Fianor, Absolute. Number 1, Celestial Choir, always handy from the outside gate.
And on Super Tab to pay $5.10, and for the place, as those figures finalised on the screen for race number 4, 1 Celestial Choir to return 5, 10 and 2 even. Number 6 Sanjani, $2.70, and 9 for third Raffler, $7.90.
Numbers to come to hand by Celestial Dancer from Twig Air, trained by John Size. Hadn't started since the 4th of March. Raced by Mrs. M.F. Crawley and C.E. Backhouse. That was his 50th start today. So back on the big 5-0 for happy results for all concerned. 10 wins, 9 seconds, 11 thirds. He's been a very, very genuine racehorse. There are the numbers up: 1, 6 and 9 official. 1, 6, 9 Celestial Choir, B York, 540, 190. Number 6 Sanjani N Payne second, has paid $2.70, and third going to number 9. And that's Raffler, written by C. Agnew, has paid $10.60. Quinella, $21.70. Exacta, $44.80. Trifecta, $1,229 even. The 5 and 1 extra double, $46.40. And we're waiting for the complete list of 6 placings for the Superfecta here in New South Wales.
Racing, and he beat them out, Shower Heart. He breaks the line and goes to the front. Travis Gay was fast away. Kisses began nicely. There goes Rapid Man on the outside, showing plenty of speed. Rock Edge began well as well, followed then by Jade Prince. Moa Man is next on the inside of Keffel. Moses Driver and Z Square getting back. Brave Tatless, Star Sensation is well back in the field with Strange Conflict, and Sail of Centuries back towards the rear. Into the first bend, just short of 1,000 to go. Rapid Man in front. Show of Heart is second on the outside, going just a little hard. In fact, he's now pulled his way to the lead, and he's going to let him stride. third as they come down the side. 800 metres to go. Show of Heart takes over. He's running along out in front, leading by a length and a half. Rapid Man is running second. Jade Prince is a length away third, followed by Stks. Then Rock Edge picking up ground on the outside. One further back to Moa Man. Keffel coming to the outside and starting to go forward. Star Sensation, Sail of Century, well back with Kisses and Brave Tatler as they come towards the home turn. 450 metres to go. Show of Heart is the leader. Rapid Man is coming up to join him on the outside. Moa Man out three wide is putting in a big run. Jade Prince is running on strongly as well. Show of Heart is under pressure now. Moa Man and Rapid Man. It's Rapid Man hitting the lead from Moa Man. Show of Heart can't go on, followed by Stks and then Jade Prince, but Rapid Man, he goes for home on him. He accelerated away from Moa Man and he's going to be too good. Rapid Man in the run to the line. Rapid Man first, Moa Man second, Stks third, followed in by Keffel, Jade Prince and then Show of Heart. Further back in the field came Brave Tatler and Kisses. Next over the line was Star Sensation in company with Legal Opinion, Moses Driver, Sail of Century, Strange Conflict, and Rock Edge and Z Square, the last two home.
2 Rapid Man, 770, 230. 4 Moa Man, 170. 8 Stks, $9.60.
2 Rapid Man, 1650, 260. Number 4 Moa Man to return $2.10 and 8 for third Stks, $8.40.
Numbers are coming up. Number 2, Rapid Man. Let's give him his due. Rapid Man, he's been very, very consistent and an impressive performance by him this afternoon. He and Moa Man went after Show of Heart just after they straightened up. And Rapid Man was able to pull away from Moa Man over the final stages. He's won well. 2 Rapid Man, Michael Carl first. Second place goes to number 4, Moa Man, written by Glenn Boss. And third to number 8, Stks, written by Gary Palmer.
And the totes.
Okay, we'll get those totes for you soon. The National Racing Service, Triple S FM, updating Melbourne race number 4. The next on the program there is due to...
Orford Court over on the inside, Find an Ali Mysterio began well. Talara Dawn further out in the track, followed by Brokers Point, further back Josie Velez. Fairway Lass and Summer Rule settled back at the tail. Talara Dawn takes it up on the first turn, 1300 to go. Moved out 2.5 to 3 in front now from Mysterio. I think the saddles move forward on this leader. Talara Dawn, he's fairly forward. She led by 2.5 early now from Mysterio and Orford Court over on the inside. 2 or 3 further back, Find an Ali. Brokers Point the inside, a length then to back on the inside, Josie Velez. Outside at Fairway Lass and 2 to Summer Rule. They went hard early. She's backed off the speed to Lara Dawn. Coming back about 1.5 lengths in front now from Mysterio. Orford Court third, the fence, 2 to Find an Ali. Brokers Point the inside and out 3 deep is Fairway Lass starting a run from Josie Velez and just sitting off them is Summer Rule. Only about 4 lengths covering them though, coming down with about 6.50 to go. And it's Talara Dawn, Find an Ali going up to tackle it with Fairway Lass out wider. Orford Court back inside Mysterio and Summer Rule's gone around them. Brokers Point behind them. They're bunching up. Favourite under a bit of pressure at the moment. Mysterio. Find an Ali has hit the front from Fairway Lass and Summer Rule out deep running on. Then further back Talara Dawn. Mysterio pulled out deep. Then Orford Court when they turn on the bend. Find an Ali with Summer Rule coming at it quickly. Summer Rule quickly raced to Find an Ali. Then further back in the race is Brokers Point down the outside, but Summer Rule broke clear at the 100-metre mark. Holds Find an Ali. Brokers Point making up good ground, but Summer Rule too good. Wins 2.5 to 3 lengths to Brokers Point, 3/4 away third. On the inside, Find an Ali, a gap Mysterio, Fairway Lass and Talara Dawn, Orford Court, and last of all, Josie Velez.
Number 4, Summer Rule, 5.90, 180. Number 2, Brokers Point, 2 even. Number 1, Find an Ali at $1.50.
Now those Newcastle totes on race 4, 162.
Okay, 4 Summer Rule Melbourne, 5.30, 170. 2 Brokers Point, 2.30 and 1 Findenali, 160. 4.21 there at Moonee Valley after race number 4 on the program. Taking a look at the next we're covering, and that's the Gold Coast race number